Yo, what's up, Capricorn? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of March 2018. Capricorn, a lot of substantial astrology stuff happening this month. We've got two full moons again, so we just had two full moons back in January. So this is going to be the second blue moon of the calendar year. It's very rare. It's not going to happen again for another 19 years, so you could see how substantial this is. So there's really something important happening with these full moons. Obviously, one of the two previous full moons in January was the super blue blood moon. That was a lunar eclipse. This time in March, we've got two full moons again. The second one's the second blue moon of the year, so it's really important. And we've also have Jupiter, which is going to be going retrograde on March 8th. And Jupiter is in an area for you that has to do with technology, has to do with friendships. I'm going to get into that more later in the forecast. And then on March 22nd, we've also got Mercury, which is going retrograde. It's going to cause some communication problems, probably in your home life. I'm going to talk about that more later. But the Sun is going to be in an area for you, Capricorn, throughout the month of March 2018. And this area has to do with communication in your life. So the first 3 weeks of March are great for communicating. They're great for going on a job interview. They're great for doing a sales pitch. So any of the aforementioned, and try to get any important communication in before Mercury starts to retrograde on March 22nd, and then the Sun is going to shift on March 20th, and it's going to go into an area that has to do with your home life and your family situation. So your energy level is going to come down a little bit. Family matters are going to come into focus more. Following March 20th, it's not like you're really going to be wanting to go out and socialize. This is more of a time where if you're going to see people, yeah, maybe you'll have company over to your home following March 20th. But those are the main themes for you, Capricorn, for the month of March 2018. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat, on March 1st, there's a full moon. This one has to do with spirituality, Capricorn. So some of you are getting more involved with spirituality following March 1st. So this could resonate differently for all Capricorns. And for some of you, you might be getting into more traditional branches of spirituality. And others of you could be getting more into alternative methods of spirituality, such as numerology, tarot, astrology. So it's going to resonate differently for all of you. Some of you are more adhered to traditional types of religion, and then others of you might be adhered to the things that I just mentioned, and it's going to be more prominent in your life on this full moon on March 1st. Now, this area also has to do with the full moon's hitting some of you. This might precipitate a development regarding a faraway place, potentially. So that's a very specific thing. Obviously, not all Capricorns are going to have developments regarding faraway places following the full moon on March 1st, but some of you might. And for others of you, potentially this has to do with a foreign culture. Some of you might take interest in a foreign culture of some sort following March 1st, or potentially this might have to do with somebody who's from a prominent heritage, or they might be from a cultural background that's different from yours. On March 4th, Mercury will align with Venus, and they're aligning in this area that has to do with communication. And Mercury is all about communication, and Venus is all about love. So, if you're a single Capricorn, I'd say that March 4th is a great day for you to initiate a conversation with someone you're romantically attracted to, Capricorn. So, a love alliance is not just going to fall on your lap. If you're attracted to someone and you're single and you want something to happen about it, then you're going to need to make an effort. You're going to need to spark up a conversation with whoever you're interested in. March 4th is a great day to do it. The planets are definitely on your side. Now, for others of you, this might be communicating about a creative endeavor. So potentially some of you might be communicating about a creative endeavor. And on March 8th, Jupiter will begin its retrograde cycle, and it's going to happen in an area for you that has to do with technology. It has to do with friendships. It has to do with networking. It has to do with social media. So, Jupiter's been in this area since fall of 2017, and now all of a sudden March 8th, it's been pushing forward since that time, but now on March 8th it's going to go retrograde. So, once again, retrogrades where the planet looks like it's going backwards. It's not really going backwards, but it looks like it is. What does this mean astrologically? Well, there's something that you need to put more of a focus on in this area, whether it be expand. Jupiter's about expansion, so potentially some of you might need to expand your network for some reason. And others of you, this might have to do with an expansion of your technology. And Jupiter's not going to move forward again until July 10th. So, during this retrograde cycle from March 8th and July 10th, it'll go forward again on July 10th. Potentially this is going to be the time where you're really developing something. It might be development of your network or the development of something that has to do with technology that's important in your life. So, if you don't see this actually take off, then you may have to wait till after July 10th when Jupiter starts to move forward again, and then Jupiter will be in this area moving forward following July 10th until November 2018. So you have plenty of time to work on whatever this is that's to do with technology, maybe your friendships, possibly social media. When it comes to technology, it's like, what do you have, like a dinosaur phone or something? Maybe this is a great time for you to upgrade your electronic devices. I mean, I'm not saying all Capricorns are going to go out and trade their phone in for iPhone 8 or iPhone 10, but yeah, potentially if you need to do any important updates or if you need to take your technology to the next level, then between now and July 10th, maybe it'll happen. If it doesn't, then following July 10th and until Jupiter leaves this area of the sky for you, which will be in November 2018, maybe that's when it'll happen. On March 11th, Mars will aspect Uranus. Uranus is the planet of the unexpected. So Mars is in this area that has to do with secrets. So, potentially unexpectedly coming up regarding your home life, or potentially this has to do with your family, or, Mars is in this area for you on March 11th that has to do with things coming to a completion. So this is a great time for you to close a deal on a property. That's a very specific thing. But yeah, if you are a Capricorn that's looking to close some kind of property deal, I mean, this aspect is beautiful for that on March 11th. And, for others of you, this might precipitate some sort of unexpected passionate encounter. Like if you're sexually attracted to somebody you live with, obviously if you live with whoever you're in a love alliance with, if you live with that person, then potentially you could have some sort of spontaneous passionate encounter with this person. On March 13th, the Sun will aspect Jupiter retrograde. This is bringing success to whatever you're communicating. You can use any sort of technology or potentially social media as a medium, or as a medium. Mercury retrograde's coming up soon, and so this is a great time for you to put that post on social media, that important post, or say something to an audience, or deliver a message, and it's really going to be received well. And that's highlighted by the Sun's positive angle to Jupiter retrograde on March 13th. On March 17th, there's a new moon in your area of communication. So the way new moons work is the 6 months that follows the new moon on March 17th. You're communicating something new now, or something new about the communication aspect of your life, or this is a great time for you to start looking for a new car. If you're looking to buy a new car, then the 6 months that follow, I'm not saying all of you are, but the 6 months that follow March 17th, you might want to begin your search. So this event is usually really good for stuff like that. Others of you might be taking more short distance trips in the 6 months that follow March 17th on that new moon. Others of you might be interacting with your siblings more in the 6 months that follow March 17th. Only a select few of you are involved in radio, TV, film, media, music. Those are very specific things. I'm not saying all Capricorns are involved in stuff like that. If you are, then this is a great time for seeing new developments and any of the things that I just mentioned. On March 22nd, we've got the Mercury retrograde will start, and that's going to be retrograding in your area of home and family. So potentially, it's going to retrograde until April 15th. So potentially, some of you might see some conversations that you had before, potentially. So potentially this has to do with your family. Now all of a sudden you're talking about, you've already had this conversation about your family. Oh boy, here we go. So, you're talking about this conversation about your family again. We've talked about it probably a million times before, maybe for some of you. For others of you, this has to do with the home life situation. This might cause some kind of delay on the home front, or if it has to do with a property matter of some sort. So you'll see some more forward progress with this, and you'll see things start to smooth out with whatever you're talking about. Or Mercury is also about thought, potentially you're thinking about something that has to do with your home life or your family. You'll see this smooth out following April 15th once Mercury starts to move forward again. On March 25th, Venus will aspect Jupiter. So this is an angle, Jupiter retrograde, and this is an angle, maybe you're making some adjustments regarding technology in your home life. This is also a good one for, if you're single, Capricorn, you might want to try online dating. Don't knock it until you try it. You might find someone really nice. It's not for everybody, but, some people might have luck with it. And on March 31st, there's a full moon. This is the blue moon, so this is the second full moon of the month. This one has to do with your career. This one has to do with your professional life. Full moons, they bring developments. Sometimes they bring changes. I'm not saying all Capricorns are going to jump and ship career-wise regarding what you want to do with your career, but potentially some of you, if you are tired of what you're doing career-wise, maybe you're going to make a change. Whether that's within your existing career or within, maybe you have an opportunity with a different career that's specific. It's not going to happen for all Capricorns, but you can expect a development in your career following March 31st. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram, Gregory Furlan Astrology. Make sure to follow me there. Thank you for watching. Have a great month. I'll see you next time.